In this video, we're going to introduce a little bit about hearing and anyway, the reception of sound or perception of sound. And we'll look at some things that maybe are a little different about hearing than you're used to. So something to think about here is to talk about what the most sensitive of your senses is, and you know for yourself which one that is, or maybe you have to think about it. So I would invite you to take a second here and pause and think about that. And so you may know, for example, if you wear glasses as I do, that your sight is, maybe not insensitive, but there's some problems with it. Or if you have trouble hearing, as I do, because I damaged my ears through listening to things too loudly when I was young, that may not be sensitive anymore. Sense of smell may be really strong for you. It's not, again, for me, because I don't have much sense of smell or sense of taste, for that matter. And so then we're down to like sense of touch. So whatever one's most sensitive to you, then that's what it is, and maybe that's the one you pay most attention to. So we're going to look today at how sound is detected and interpreted by the ear. So the first thing I want you to do is there is a sound file that I put on Classroom for you. It's called Synthetic versus Analytic Pitch, and so it tells you exactly what to do in there on the video. On the audio track. You just listen to that and you decide whether the second tone is higher or lower in pitch. So I'm going to pause here and give you an opportunity to go to that and listen to that and then come back here. Okay, so interesting thing about this is that different people hear different things when they hear this. They may hear the second pitch go down or the second pitch go up. And the funny thing I found about this is people can talk themselves into hearing whatever it is they want to hear. That's why it says on this slide, don't say anything, because people will say something and then everybody's convinced they can hear what those people say they hear. But that's not necessarily the way this works. So it turns out that your brain, your ear-brain system, analyzes sound different ways, and so what you hear depends on how your brain analyzes. So what you hear in this one is actually two tones. The first one is 800 and 1,000 hertz played at the same time, and the second one is 750 and 1,000 hertz played at the same time. So if you hear it go down in pitch, then what you hear is the second tone contains a 750 hertz, which is lower in pitch. So you say, well, it goes down in pitch. That makes you an analytical listener, because you're actually tearing the sound apart and analyzing it. If you're a synthetic listener, then what you hear is that the difference between the two goes up in pitch. It goes from 200 hertz difference to a 250 hertz difference, and that sounds like it goes up to you. So if you don't hear that, I am a synthetic listener, and what I hear is it goes bum, 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 instead of sounding like, I guess, to you, bum, bum. I can't hear that. And my experience is if you were to poll the other people in class, there's probably only one or two other people who hear it synthetically. All right, we're going to go on with this hearing in the next video.